If you want to be a part of the conversation before it happens here on YouTube, click that link in the description to join the free Courtside Financial Discord. What's going on, everyone? My name's Obi, and welcome back to the Courtside Financial Podcast, the podcast where we talk about business and technology. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and click the notification bell icon. Your engagement really does go a long way in helping out the channel and helping us continue to produce these episodes every single day, Monday through Friday. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about two topics here: weekly delivery numbers for China, and we're also going for new energy vehicles in China. And NIO will actually be releasing their first single motor car. So did they backtrack on what they said last year, I believe it was, or a couple years ago, where they said that they would never produce a single model car? We're going to get into all of that in this episode of the Courtside Financial Podcast, so stay tuned. Okay, so President Qin Li Hong, president of NIO, obviously had once stated that they would never produce a single motor car. And now the two reasons or motivations for this was, one, for safety, and two, for product differentiation. So what do I mean? He likened an electric vehicle to an airplane. He said, does an airplane only have one motor? What if one motor fails? That's a big safety concern. Number two here is product differentiation. He said NIO is a luxury brand. When a lot of people thought that he was taking shots at Tesla, he went back and clarified, and he said having a single motor in your car is okay if you're not a luxury brand. And so Tesla's cheapest model, actually the Model 3, and their lowest trim of it, which is rear-wheel drive, has only one motor in the vehicle. So now NIO will actually be releasing their first single motor car. And do I think NIO is backtracking on what they had previously stated? The answer to that question is no, and we'll get into more details or my thought process here right now. So I don't think NIO's backtracking at all, and here's why. They said NIO's a luxury brand, and so single motors are fine for a brand that's not a luxury brand. So the Alps brand is actually going to be NIO's foray into the mass market. It's going to start in China, and the cars are going to be priced from 200,000 RMB, which is just over 27K, to 300,000 RMB. And so NIO specifically is not releasing a car that's going to have a single motor. All their cars are going to have dual motors, but Alps is not a luxury brand. Like I mentioned, it's for the mass market. And so President Li Hong actually had said that it's okay for cars that are not luxury cars to have a single motor. So that's why I don't think that they're backtracking here at all. So from the CNEV Post article, a source had said that NIO is going to be releasing their first single motor vehicle under the Alps brand. That's going to be one trim of the sedan, which is going to be the first car to come out. But obviously there's going to be other trims that don't have a single motor, that are dual motor, just like a NIO, and they're going to be on NIO's new generation of motors built in-house. Now, I believe that this will be under the company that NIO owns, which is XPT Motors, which makes them a little bit more vertically integrated here. And I personally think that NIO having a single motor for the Alps brand is a good idea. I don't think that they need to puff their chest out and walk around with their nose up and say, none of our cars have single motors, or all of our cars have dual motors. I think it's just a good strategic move here to make sure that they include a model that has only one motor, for cost reasons. Manufacturing a car with two motors is going to be more expensive to manufacture a car with one motor, and then also manufacturing a car that has one motor and bringing that to the mass market is going to make this brand available to a broader audience by not excluding them at the price point level. It also looks like NIO has been pretty agile with this decision, because initially their plan was to make the Alps brand only have dual motors in their vehicles, but it looks like they changed their mind. And I think that this is a good thing. It's good to see that the company is being nimble and being able to do what's best strategically. It's better to correct a mistake before it happens, is something that I always say. So right now we're obviously on the NT 2.0 platform, but by the time the Alps brand comes out, this vehicle will be running on NIO's next generation platform, which is going to be NT 3.0. NT 3.0 is reportedly going to be built on an 800V high voltage architecture, which is going to allow for faster charging times and quicker battery swapping times. Now, we've already mentioned this in previous videos, but the Alps brand will be able to use NIO's infrastructure that includes its battery swapping stations. They plan on rolling out a 60 kilowatt hour battery pack with this model, and then also the other variation is going to be a 90 kilowatt hour battery pack. So let's switch gears here, pun intended, and talk about Chinese electric vehicle registrations or Chinese new energy vehicle registrations for the week of July 17th to the 23rd, with the focus on NIO specifically, of course. Now, guys, last week with my prediction, I was assuming a 25% increase, and I was assuming that NIO would actually deliver 4,875 vehicles this go around. Well, the numbers are in now, and they actually delivered 4,700 vehicles. This represents a 20.5% increase week over week, with them having delivered 3,900 vehicles the week prior. So I was close, and so far the tally for this month is going to be 12,700 vehicles for July. My personal prediction for the month of July is around 16,500. Is that possible? Well, let's say deliveries increase once again by 20%. We'll round down and be conservative. That would be an additional 5,640 on top of our current tally of 12,700. This would actually put us at 18,340. I'm hoping that NIO exceeds my expectations, but I'm going to stay conservative and keep my expectations at 16,500, which would be great news for NIO either way. Even if they deliver 4,700 again, that puts us at 17,400. So where does NIO stack up this week compared to its peers? XPeng delivered 2,600, Li Auto delivered 7,800, and there's a lot of buzz about people not believing Li Auto's deliveries as well, but we'll go with what they reported, I guess, innocent until proven guilty. Anyways, NIO is stack ranking pretty well against these three brands it started with. It has the most deliveries for a pure electric vehicle manufacturer out of these three brands. Very good news for NIO. Substantial numbers. We're on the up and up here, I believe. But that's going to be it for this video. Definitely want to know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Click the notification bell icon. Join the free Courtside Financial Discord in the description. You have nothing to lose, only information to gain. And I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's episode.